Hey guys, Stealth here. Welcome to episode 6. This episode, what you need to know is that I've disabled Grimey's loot mod. This is the box or the mod that gives me the loot crates. I've disabled it because they are tending to be not very economically viable for me right now. I need to pay a lot of money and a lot of supplies and a lot of alloys and materials in order just to get them unlocked. I don't have that in this playthrough. So I think that Grimey's loot mod is, well, it's compatible with Second War, or with Long War, but it is not that good of a combination. So I've disabled it, and therefore we won't find any more loot boxes, but we will hopefully find a lot more weapon upgrades. In case you missed the previous episode, I have Lance Corporal Ivo van der Kamp in training in the Advanced Warfare Center. I also have quite a bit more supplies, considering that I sold off the loot boxes before the last episode, or before loading up the game without the loot boxes, hoping not to crash the game, and it worked. The game seems to be stable enough. So I now have 206 supplies, and if possible I'm going to get an upgrade here, which I can. It is going to require 2 power, but it will also allow me to get, or actually, sorry, I don't have a gunnery sergeant, I cannot do this. It'll allow me to get a second slot for training advanced abilities. But currently it's only Ivo who has the training. Previous mission went very well, flawless op. It's just a 3-man squad that I sent in, and I'm expecting to send in a mission or to perform a mission with another 3-man squad right there. Kilo, a jailbreak. As for the rest of the missions, I'm still working on expanding my contacts, but I don't have a lot of intel to do it with. I only have 44. So I'm just going to go back to New Arctic and do a bit more scanning there.
Setting course for Sector 1, the Arctic.
I think that we're going to have Ivo van der Kamp ready, which frees up the AWC. Oh, there we go. New mission. What do we have? New Arctic. Senseless engine. Rescue resistance contacts and free rebels. What do we have for time? Clear the squad. 5 days and 3 hours. I will get 1, 2, 3, 4 resistance personnel. That is too good to pass up. I'm going to send in the same squad, the same stealth ops that I sent in previously, hoping that this way I can make sure that I have the same level of stealth, the same level of infiltration, and I could spend some intel to boost it, because this many people is very valuable. As for the M249, I'm going to upgrade this one to also include a suppressor. Looks a bit weird, but I can potentially silently kill a target. As for the other two, not too useful right now. Mobility is still pretty good. It says rescue. I'm not sure if I have to pull them out of anything. I will take some grenades on this mission. The Shinobi's going to have a grenade, he's going to have 2 grenades. That should do. Let's hope this will work.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Off we go.
In position to drop.
I will be able to spend, or I will need to spend intel to get the best possible score there. So I'm going to boost the infiltration rate immediately. We're currently at 70... what? Wait. 6%? Oh. Never mind. Van der Kamp is ready. He has learned Flashbanger. We're going to put someone else in the AWC now. We still have many soldiers who need to learn an additional skill. What can he learn now? Resilience. Enemy attacks against you suffer a -50 penalty to critical hit chances. Nice. How about the others? Our specialist. He's only a squatty, but you never know. Biggest booms. Grenades and standard rockets now inflict critical damage. Wait, one. Is that a technical? It's a specialist. A specialist doesn't have a rocket launcher. Quick draw. Firing your pistol no longer ends your turn, or hunkering down. Confers 20 aim. What does his skill tree look like? Is the question. Review soldiers. Who's home? Taylor. AWC abilities. Quick draw. His pistol is a very long tree. His aim is terrible though. So I think that biggest booms might be the best option here. Maybe. Who else we have? We have the Ranger. Soldier abilities. No, not soldier abilities. AWC abilities. Heat warheads. Grenades now pierce up to 2 points of armor and shred 1 point of armor. Or 1 additional point of armor. Ghost Walker. Activate this ability to reduce enemy detection against you by 40% for the rest of your, I think it's going to say turn. And face off. Fire at every visible enemy with your pistol. 64% aim. Or 64 points. I've seen better. But we all got to start somewhere, so I'm going to train this ranger in his soldier abilities, or in his pistol abilities. It does take one of my soldiers off of the roster, but so be it. Face off. 8 days. Let's get to scanning.
The outcome of this
Research
can only
complete.
further our advances, Commander.
We can now get the proving ground.
I have yet to discover what.
So that does
if any,
not, in fact,
advantage the
give me the
Advent
option
hybrid
of
soldiers'
building
enormous
the
eyes
sorry, not the research, the
Testing their visual acuity will no doubt
oh, what are they
prove
called? The
difficult.
battle scanners. 13 days. This is going to get me alloys. I'm sure I need alloys in the short run. Let's go for a data
I'll
cache.
see that work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full
How are my
report
ops in the
available.
US going? 149 and 151. Not bad. And you are looking at 45 for jailbreak. Keep scanning. New target. Extremely light, 29 intel, and an intel pack. I don't have a lot of soldiers available though. What do you need me to do? Recover it from an Advent vault. I have 1, 2, 3 operators available. That is not very much at all. I don't have a lot of suppressors. I believe I have... No, I have no suppressors left. I'm not going to do this mission. I'm going to skip it. I don't feel confident enough about sending those 3 on a mission. We have another mission. Extract VIP from Advent City and liberate or rescue a defector. Very light, we can get an engineer. Very light is less than extremely light. How much time? 4 days. Absolutely not. Oh, there's more to do. Righteous Reckoning. Raid the Advent troop transport and intercept Advent reinforcements. We can strike their supply lines and force them to retreat. They're moving forces into New Arctic. That's my zone. Enemy material is the reward. Light to moderate, 4 days and 3 hours. Again, I only have 3 experienced operators. 1 Lance Corporal, 2 Squaddies, and 2 Rookies to get this thing done. So infiltration's not very likely to happen. Do I go in or do I not go in? Enemy material is nice. I could get Rookies. I could fly to the black market and get an additional operative from there. Who I believe is a Lance Corporal Grenadier. That could help. Buy, oh, not sell. Buy stuff. Tom Ryan. He's only 32. He's very cheap. Yep. I can still buy a lockbox. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. This will probably crash the game. Hyperreactive pupils. If your first shot misses, your second shot probably won't. And another engineer, which are rather expensive. Can I do it now? Oh, hang on. This is the one that I wasn't going to do. There's 2 missions overlapping. There, that's the one with the troop transport.
Setting course for the
I would
Arctic.
very much prefer a sniper on this mission, because you usually keep them at bay pretty well. 4 days, 1 hour. I'm not likely to reach 100% infiltration. Alright, promote you. Grenadier, yes. And your aim is pretty terrible. Needle grenades, same as the other one. We're going to send in everyone we have available. My total infiltration is 5 days and 3 hours for 4 days, so my infiltration is going to be less than 100%. Light to moderate... Tough choice. No. Scratch that. With very, very inexperienced troops, including rookies, I'm not going to go up against moderate enemy activity. Absolutely not. There we go. One of the US missions is ready. Extremely light enemy activity. 190% infiltrated. Let's go.
The spokesman gave us the location of a VIP stranded somewhere near our AO. He'd like us to secure the area, rendezvous with the target, and provide an escort out of there. I don't think the Resistance would ask if it wasn't important.
This is going to be interesting. I wonder if we're immediately going to run up against an enemy squad. If yes, then how fast can we get the VIP to the extraction zone? Because it says deliver, so it's not even going to be getting this guy out from a cell. He's already going to be detected, we're all going to be detected, and then it's going to be a mission of trying to get to the extraction zone without taking hits. So that's going to be a challenging one. Depending very much on how much activity the enemy is putting in this area. It's extremely light. It says that we're vulnerable. You never know. Alright, what do we have?
Menace 1-5, target
to get to the
coordinates
roof?
incoming.
Makes
Secure the
sense.
VIP and proceed to the evac volume for extraction.
How far is that? That's
Advent already knows we're
That's
here,
a stiff
so
walk
your
right
position
there.
isn't concealed for the
I've
extraction.
got 13 turns to get there. I could stick to the street or get up on the roof for a bit of elevation.
Выдвигаюсь.
If we are going to get engaged, I want to have all the advantages I can get, which means we're going to get up on the roof.
Газу, газу, газу!
Stack up.
Got it, moving.
I have to keep the VIP pretty close. I gotta say that XCOM now really feels like a guerrilla class game. Not like the previous standard version of XCOM, the vanilla flavor, where you pretty much had an advantage. I mean, early on it was tough, but later on it pretty much got easy fast. Alright, is this the same roof? No, there's still another structure in the way. Cataclysm, move up.
I'm going.
Ulf, move up. VIP, get up on the roof. Cataclysm, scout out. No one there.
Tak będzie.
Moving up. Moving up.
Двигаюсь на позицию.
If I can avoid all conflict,
Coś tam jest.
I would not mind it at all. But it looks like that's not in the cards. We have some sort of activity in front of us. Question is where? I think it's likely to be inside this structure. I should have brought a shinobi on this mission. A stealth operator. How far can you scout out? Damn it.
Уже иду.
Nothing there. I could get up on the next roof or start make my way towards it, but I'm a bit cautious about looking out, and especially looking in to that structure. We have no idea what's inside. I'm in no rush to find out.
I hope it's worth it.
Nikita, move up. Clear so far. Switch Overwatch. Overwatch. Susan. Dash. Cataclysm. Hold position here so we can very quickly get up on the roof if we need to. Uh-oh. For all I know, they could be on the roof. Somebody just opened a door. Cataclysm. Scout out. Nothing. I like it. Up we go. It's 1 on the roof, 2 on the roof, 3 on the roof. You're gonna do rear security. 10 turns left. Still activity ahead of us. Sounds like a snake. Huh. Dropping off, maybe? We're scouting out. I think that we're gonna engage the enemy right there, on the street.
What's over there?
Isn't that the question we're all wondering about? What's over there? Gotta say, it makes XCOM exciting to stick around and be stealthy like this. Yep, they're down there. Between me and my exfil.
Menace 1-5, be advised, hostile interceptors are inbound on your current position. Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction.
Contact. 3 targets. Been detected. What you gonna do? Their positioning is not terrible. 67%, 42, and a 32. But we have further options. Cataclysm. I can move you to this position and potentially use the dual barrel on that sectoid. What are they called again? Yeah, they are sectoids, right? Get down here. What do you have? Point blank. Ooh, that drops off quick. Both barrels. 10 to 18 damage? Jesus. Okay. That's a lot of damage. This is pretty likely to get a good hit. I could potentially kill him if I hit him. This has slightly better chances of hitting. 25% crit, 0% crit. What do I do? Point blank is 64. This will kill him. Fire. Oh no. Not what I was going for.
Adjusting aim.
Yeah, you do that. Romuald, we may have to resort to different options. We may have to resort to some slightly more explosive solutions here. From over here, can you get a flank shot on the trooper? Try. Yep, that's a flank. Get him. Good shot. That's him down. Okay, that leaves me with 1 shooter for 2 targets. That's a problem. Take the shot. Yes! Good high roll. Just leaves this large and very dangerous alien. Susan, stick around. Yep, he's gonna flank. And he's gonna resurrect. I had not expected a resurrection from him. I'd expected an offensive action against this guy who's completely flanked. If this is how he wants to play it, then sure. By all means. We're gonna take the sawed-off shotgun again. This time, at short. Look at that. Hello. Nice one.
Happy now?
Yeah, I'd say so. He's down. What do we get? Advanced stock. Is that the only thing?
I have it.
Oh, I was expecting a bit more than that.
Координаты получены.
Romuald,
Залатано.
and you stick
Я весь внимание.
to the friendlies. 2 on Overwatch.
Rozkaz wypatruję wrogów.
No targets. Just the way I like it. Romuald, I think we can get there in 2 turns. With Romuald, that is. He's very, very zippy around the battlefield. The others, slightly less so, but we have 6 turns to get there.
What's over there?
Понял.
Come get some.
Sniper, Overwatch.
Буду на страже.
VIP, hunker down. No targets. Oh, we're just 1 tile short. That's unfortunate right there.
Alright, I'll go. Got it covered.
Can you get it? Yeah, you can get there. Can the VIP get there? Nope. Not yet. Romuald? Yep, you can get it. I'm gonna hold here for 1 turn, and then dash out the next.
Picking up movement.
Targets potentially up on the roof. Doesn't matter. Even if they are on the roof, I'm gonna run towards the evac and just get the hell out.
I'm all over it.
Holy shit. Hello.
Advent here.
How are you doing? Huh. Not what I was expecting. Abandoned roof, abandoned roof. Gentlemen, this is just one big fuck you to the aliens.
Давай,
But it does
пошёл.
explain why I could not move into most of these tiles at the evac. The enemies were waiting for me there. Off you go. Susan. Off you go.
This is Firebrand.
Nikita.
VIP is secure.
Middle of the evac zone. It's unfortunate about all the loot that we're leaving behind, but I prefer to keep my guys in one piece and ready for the next mission. Off you go.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
There we go. Enemies killed, 4 out of 9. Look at this. Average damage per attack, 6. That's 1 shot from the sniper and 1 shot from my ranger, who took someone out at very short range. Does this yield me any promotions? Yes, it does. Lance Corporal. You're now a corporal. High def hollow. Your hollow targeted enemies are easier to critically hit. Precision shot. Take a special shot with plus 30 bonus to critical chance and 33 bonus critical damage. He does have that ability. And damn good ground. I'm not that likely to be up on roofs all the time. I can't guarantee that. But using snapshot, and so the ability to move, and then taking a precision shot may very well be a game ender for the enemy. Squaddy. This is another infantryman. Covering fire. Overwatch shot's going to be triggered on enemy actions. 76 is not bad. Confers 30 critical damage or critical chance against adjacent targets. The bonus declines the further you are from the target or walk fire. I don't much like walk fire It has 30 points bonus to hit, but for half damage. He only does, with his current weapon, 5 damage at the best. And he's only a Lance Corporal. I expect him to get a lot better with his aim the further he goes down the tree. So I'm gonna go for close and personal. And potentially get him as a very, very lethal critical operator. And you, what do we have for you? Biggest booms. Grenades and standard rockets can inflict critical damage. Plus 50% chance, or 50% for plus 2 damage. Wow. He's going Rocketeer anyway. Fortify. Activate to grant plus 20 defense until the beginning of the next turn. Does not cost an action. 5 turn cooldown. Or Napalm X. Flamethrower can disorient or panic. I'm gonna go for biggest booms. And the VIP that we got is a scientist or an engineer?
We're getting thin on manpower, Commander. We should check with Resistance HQ for new recruits.
Engineer, yep. What? It's locked? Oh, okay. Well, we're just gonna have to work on this one, Susan. Good luck. Not bad, not bad. No casualties, no damages, no... Not a lot of loot either, but overall, I prefer to keep my guys intact. And I just love that fuck you maneuver.
Commander,
Yes, that's the
I'm
animation
too old to
for
start believing
the
in ghosts,
sparks.
which means someone had to access that unit remotely. If they can access Rover, there's no telling what else they might be able to do.
We still have a supply drop, yes. I know that supply drop, it only has 6 supplies in it. So I'm not all too interested in getting it, actually. This one's almost ready to go. This one's very nicely shaping up at 142%. How are these missions coming along? Especially the one for... Come on, where are you? Is that it? Yep. Because now I have some more advanced operators. 3 days, 9 hours until expiration. I could just send in more people now. Previously I just didn't have the operators to do this. Now I very well do. I'm gonna get to about half the amount of infiltration that I need, unless I spend a bit more, but I can now get the alien material. I'm not sure if it's going to matter how much I bring, or how fast I get there. And if I somehow get overwhelmed, I can always pull them out. So, that means that speed is no longer a pure essential. I'm gonna give you a pistol. And I'm still very, very nervous about using these one-of-a-kind weapons. Fulton Harness. Extract unit or supplies from a combat zone. I want to try one of these. Not sure what it does. If that works similarly to what you have in Metal Gear Solid, then it's going to be a very interesting device. Technical. This is my very heavy rocket specialist. I'm going to give you... What am I going to give you? I don't know. You're likely to use those rockets all the time. So sending out a frag bang, or a frag grenade is not too likely to do much. Medikit. You're gonna keep all of your stuff. Ranger. I could upgrade your stuff, your weapons. Get a stock or a scope. I'm gonna go for a scope on this one. I want to get your accuracy up even further. As for your items, he's only got a 12 mobility as is. Alright, Grenadier, you're lugging a lot of stuff with you. That's a pretty heavy haul. We're gonna go for 2 grenades, no flashbangs. Because he has needle grenades, which means that loot will not be destroyed. And then the specialists... yeah, his 12 mobility is well enough. I could give you an advanced stock. I think the stock would benefit snipers more, actually. So I could upgrade this sniper rifle to include a stock, or an advanced stock even. so that if I need to take a very accurate shot, he can steady his weapon, should he need to. Let's go. I'm gonna go up to a 50% infiltration, and the rest of it's just gonna be sheer explosive force. Hoping not to get into squads which are too sizable.
Deployed.
Squad green to deploy.
Off you go. I have 23 intel. I need 2 more before I can get the boost. This is going to be close. Alright, well, with several missions on the brink, Sandman with jailbreak there, and the Kilo squad with jailbreak here, I'm going to cut it here, because we're having 2 ops which are very likely to hit soon, let alone this one, the supply raid by Squad Gulf. So there's plenty to do, and there is going to be a lot of action. So join me next time if you want to find out exactly how that's going to go down. For now, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you soon.